It is early April and I am winter sowing my tomatoes. That's right, I am winter sowing in spring. Last year, I winter sowed my tomatoes on May 1st and they grew absolutely beautifully, produced a lot of fruit, and I had a great harvest. Now, originally, I did want to start winter sowing my tomatoes around mid-March to late March, but there were things that got in the way. I'm not going to be able to do the expansion on my vegetable garden until a little later in the season. And because of that, I decided to delay the winter sowing of my tomatoes. But you can still winter sow in early spring. So the first variety is one I grew last year. It is the Hungarian Heart. This is an ox heart tomato and it is very large. I really loved this for sauces as well as for making salsa. So I definitely want to have at least 2 of these plants in my garden this year. Next is the Rutgers tomato, which I actually bought in 2021, and I haven't tried it yet, but I wanted a different type of slicing tomato that was smaller, and so I want to try it this year. So this is actually a Jersey tomato, which I'm from New Jersey, and it is 4 to 6 ounce fruits. So I'm hoping that it'll be a great tomato. So in the other half of this container, I'm adding my free seed from Baker Creek, which is the Thorburns Terracotta Tomato. It is a beefsteak slicer tomato. It is supposed to have a copper brown skin with pink flesh and some green inside seeds. So it could be a very pretty tomato, and it's supposed to be sweet and a big producer. So I'm looking forward to this one. Next up is the cutest little tomato. It is the orange hat tomato, and it is so small and can fit in a tiny little pot. So I'm super excited to try this one out. It is an extra dwarf bush plant and it grows only 6 to 9 inches tall, but it's supposed to produce lots and lots of tiny orange little fruit. Next is the favorite one that I grew last year, which is the Super Sweet 100. This thing produced like crazy, and I absolutely loved the taste of these little cherry tomatoes. So if you're going to grow one cherry tomato, I highly recommend this one. Next is a bush cherry, which is a patio choice yellow. I saw this on a haul that Nicole Smith's Gardening did, and I just had to run out and get it immediately. It is just the perfect size for a container and for anyone who has small spaces. And the yellow is so eye-catching. I am so looking forward to this little tomato. Next is another bush cherry called Cherry Falls, And as the name implies, it spills over the edges of your container, so it is great for hanging baskets. This is another one that I had seen on Nicole Smith's seed haul, and I just immediately had to go to Botanical Interest and order this one and the other bush cherry tomato, the patio choice. So she had some great selections, and I am super excited to try this one as well. And great for small spaces because the cherry tomato, the Super Sweet 100, took up so much space, and I do love cherry tomatoes, so this is a great alternative to that. So how many of you are still winter sowing in spring? Let me know in the comments below. I do plan on doing some more winter sowing of vegetables. I'll try to record it if I can. I am going to direct sow some other things like my peas and my leafy greens, but some of the more summer type vegetables, those will be winter sown, and I will be doing those over the next coming weeks. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.